Hey guys, how's it going? It's the Bogo party. Welcome. Oh my gosh, it just started raining outside. Well, kind of hailing actually. Hey everybody coming in to join us. I'm just going to try and... Oh, there's Christine. Christine, do you want to request and come into the live? We're bringing her in. There she is.
Do we do it?
My queen.
Do we do it?
Yeah, we did it.
Good.
I'm going to wave to Melissa. Hey. This is so fun.
This is fun. Waverly was just here and she's like, Mommy, Auntie just messaged you.
That's so fun. How's everyone doing? How are you, sis?
Hi guys. I'm great. I did a really fun workout. Thank you for the recommendation, Em. That was amazing. Yeah, I am feeling electric and I'm very excited to talk about these oils. I got my delivery weekend in my cute little box and I thought I can hardly wait to dive into this.
I just use spearmint and clementine. Yeah, before I hopped on, I was like, I have no idea how to get Christine on this, but now we're pros. We can do this all the time.
I'm gonna just turn my light on so it's a bit brighter. Beautiful. Okay.
Hi everyone coming in. This is so fun.
Hi guys.
Hi Melissa.
Has anybody been to a Bogo after party before?
Hi Leora. It's a party.
It's a party.
Hey Denise, Ingrid, woohoo, Carmen.
Nice to see you guys.
Yeah,
say hi.
Devin.
Kiko,
First one on.
So fun.
Devin, I'm so glad you messaged me because it is a lot of oils for the Bogo, so that's what we're here for. We're going to make it super simple for you guys today, all right?
Yes. We are going to go oil by oil. Whether you purchased a Bogo or not, this will be very relevant because you're going to get to learn about a whole bunch of different oils. If you only got a few of them, you're going to learn how to use some new ones. If you got them all, you're going to learn how to use them all. We thought we'd kick it off with just a little quick breathing exercise together to ground us into this party. I have chosen Beautiful.
I really like your necklace.
Thank you. I got it for Mother's Day from Jenny.
It's gorgeous. What are the little?
Okay, guys, my girlfriend Jenny Bird made it. They're just these little things. She had a very chic name for them. They're like beach stones or something. They're like beach stones.
It's gorgeous. It looks amazing. Love you, Jenny. At Jenny Bird _
Yes, _ Jenny Bird. I think.
Sorry, _ Jenny Bird.
Yeah,
love you, Jenny.
I just want to see. I don't think it's launched yet, but it's coming. Okay, guys, who has a roller? Tell us what you guys are using. Are you guys using your florals? Use a floral if you have. Use your Beautiful if you have it.
Citrus
I'm going to read to you guys. Yeah, citrus works too. So I like to do the pulse points, back of the neck. Then take a nice swipe on your inner wrist. This is a really effective place for topical application. Sis, what one are you using?
Clementine. I'm obsessed.
Yum. Major yum.
Oh, so let's take a nice Beautiful
big inhale. Close your eyes if you want to. Sigh it out.
Hang on one sec. I'll be right back.
Inhale again. Sigh it out. One more time. Sigh it out. And just place your hands over your heart for just a moment. And you can just tap the center of your heart really gently, keeping your eyes closed. And you can repeat out loud or in your own heart, I am here. I am clear. I am here. I am clear. I am here. I am clear. And open your eyes. Welcome to the party! Oh, this is fun. You want to kick it off, sis?
I really like the I am clear.
I know.
I really got into that. I didn't want to open my eyes.
I noticed that about you.
Okay. Let's start with.
It's a really good clearing, right? Like when you say
fast. I just went.
It's just like an instant I'm clear. Like whatever was just making me not clear is over. It's gone.
Yeah, the I am here is very I do that all the time, but adding in the clear was brilliant. I love that. Thank you.
So write that one down, guys. It's so easy when you're transitioning into something new or you need to just jump into the moment. I am here, I'm clear. It's a good one.
Kiko says she's obsessed with spearmint and citrus in the diffuser. Me too, sister.
It's life. It's life.
Yeah. I actually just inhaled it before we got on the call. I'm obsessed. All right, let's kick it off with the pink pepper and citrus bloom.
Oh, you're going to mix it up? I love that about you. I thought you were going to go day by day in order.
No, it's the new me.
You're so methodical.
No, it's the new me. I thought about that. I had it all.
So proud of you.
Thank you.
This is like your laundry.
Yes. This is like my laundry. Which, by the way, for those of you who were wondering, it did get folded, albeit was not great. It did get done, though. The kids did it. They put it all away, and I love it. I'm learning to love imperfection. Yes.
So let's go out of order.
Okay. So if you have your pink pepper and your citrus bloom, grab them, and let's chat about those. So first and foremost, look at how pretty they look together.
I know. First of all, the prettiest Bogo in the history, because that matters.
Of life. So pink pepper comes in a 5 ml bottle. This oil was released 2 years ago at convention. For those of you who have not been to a convention, it is the most exciting moment of convention when one of the founders, Emily Wright, the only female founder, gets on stage and she announces all the new products. So I would encourage you guys, if you have a moment, actually I'll link it up after this into my bio for you guys. It's the sourcing video for pink pepper. Yeah. It is beautiful. It comes from Kenya, and it comes from a tree that kind of looks like a tall evergreen tree. And the ancient Incans used to consider these small little fruits sacred. So they would line the perimeters of all their temples and their palaces with them. And it looks like a black peppercorn, but it's actually a pink peppercorn, and they're completely unrelated. The sourcing video is beautiful. You'll get to know
it's like you must watch.
It's a must watch. I'll leave it at that. Okay, so pink pepper, my number one way to use pink pepper, and for those of you who follow me, have seen me do this, I actually just did it yesterday. I do once a week, sometimes twice, with a dry brush. So I take my dry brush in my hand and I put 2 drops, one sort of at the front and one at the back of the dry brush, and then I dry brush my body. I'm not going to teach you guys how to dry brush right now, but I didn't know how to dry brush at one point. So I think that the best dry brushing video, which makes me think I'm going to maybe have to create one, but the best one is on Goop. They do a great, quick 30-second how to dry brush. But it's very, very invigorating. It's peppery, but in like a medicinal floral kind of way. And it feels amazing. And a lot of people don't really know what to do with pink pepper. So my number one use for pink pepper is in my dry brushing. How about you, sis?
A friend and a colleague of ours in Norway started using a drop of pink pepper in her coffee. If you guys do blended coffee. So I have tried it a few times. Really like it. It's got a really distinct taste. I actually like to switch up the oils that I'm adding to my blended coffee in the morning. So I'll kind of go between like cardamom, cinnamon, peppermint, and pink pepper. The other way that I love to use pink pepper is internally in a little glass of water if I have some indigestion. So if my stomach needs to get settled, pink pepper is really great to support digestion as another alternative to like a Zengest or something that you might think of first for digestion. The other thing I want to note about pink pepper is that when Emily and I were in Guatemala a year and a half ago, we got to meet the husband and wife who distill pink pepper, and they distill it from their plant in Guatemala. They also do cardamom, which is what we went to see. And so we got to meet the husband and wife from France, who actually distill the pink pepper plant. So we feel really connected to it in that way. Distill means to turn it from the plant into an essential oil. So it's steam distillation. And they left the perfumery industry because they thought it's a dead end. It's going to take us a deep decline because it's now known how toxic perfumes are. And they moved into essential oils. So fun little fact for you guys.
And what I love the most about pink pepper, other than everything, is that it is emotionally, for those of you who have just started with the oils and may not know this, who haven't learned this, but there's physical properties that essential oils support us, and there's emotional properties. So the emotional properties of pink pepper is that it's the oil of intrinsic equality. So what it does for us is it supports us in releasing comparison of ourselves to others.
Woof.
Yeah, and for me, when I'm using an oil on my body, like when I'm dry brushing with the pink pepper, I really like to bring that to mind and begin to work through that emotion within me as I'm applying that supportive oil to my emotional body too.
Amazing. So guys, just quickly, if you're newer to oils, we're going to reference some emotional properties. As Emily mentioned, there's a beautiful book. It's called Emotions and Essential Oils. I actually don't have the most recent version. And there it is. And within the book, you can then look up by oil. So you can look up pink pepper and you can see it's the oil of intrinsic quality. And then there's some really useful text. So if you're going to be using, or you are using oils to navigate emotions, to support emotions, which is a big reason why Emily and I both use oils, the book is a great reference. So we're going to reference it probably for most of the oils today.
If you're an oiler, this is the ultimate bedside book.
Yeah, you have to have it.
I kind of read one a day. And I whenever I come back to them, like I recently came back to Copaiba, and I was like,
what? Hi, Lee. Yeah. What are you giving a hell yeah to? Pink pepper? Probably. Intrinsic quality. Hell yeah.
All right, so take it away.
Let's move on to Citrus Bloom. Okay. Citrus Bloom is not available to purchase, first of all. Only by this Bogo. It is an outrageously beautiful blend. I actually have it diffusing in my lumo here at my desk.
It's so the wild orange
is called Citrus Bloom because it's citrus and floral. So there's two citrus. I think it's wild orange and grapefruit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then the three florals are lavender, Roman chamomile, and magnolia. It is a total wow. To me, it's just like, hello, spring. Put it in my diffuser and it's instant springtime. Full stop. That's how I'm using Citrus Bloom in the diffuser. Instant spring as it snows behind Emily.
Lee's also telling us that there's another awesome emotional resource, and I actually just got mine last week. Gifts of the Essential Oils. Yeah, this is another one. It's stunning. This book is stunning. So Citrus Bloom is the oil of creativity. She's a great way to start your day. She acts as a fire starter. Who doesn't need that? And returns motivation and drive to you. Oh, yeah.
I feel like you are a fire starter.
Oh, yeah. I am, but I need it. And it helps give you drive when it's lacking. I love Citrus Bloom probably, recently since the Bogo, because we had run out before, I've been diffusing it on the desk for the kids during school. And I've noticed that it's really working nicely for them. You could balance it out with something like lavender, a little more lavender to maybe calm it down a little bit, but I'm loving that one for the kids. I always diffuse it in my office. It's my favorite office blend.
Yeah, me too. Office and kitchen. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
They do the work for you, right? You don't have to be a mix master. They've just got the proportions perfect, and it's like so uplifting.
Yeah, and for those of you who haven't explored Roman chamomile, which is in this blend, Roman chamomile is a very, very versatile oil. It's a really good oil to add to your collection if you don't have it already. And for those of you with babies, specifically children, Roman chamomile is a really good addition to your collection.
Yes.
Lots of uses.
Yeah.
It comes up a lot in modern essentials for a lot of the different ways to heal things, like teething, for example.
We're using it right at the moment for teething. In a roller. All along here, all along here.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow. Minx is doing the Gift of Essential Oils course right now.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That's amazing. I can't wait to go for coffee.
Hey, what's your next one? Since we're going out of order.
By Rose Touch.
Woo!
Get Beautiful and Lavender. Amazing.
This is just insane. You guys, like, the Bogos in the past have been like, they're fun, they're good. Like, you're like, okay, I'll stock up. But these ones like blew my doors off of. First of all, they offered oils you can't normally buy, like Citrus Bloom and like Beautiful. And to have rose part of a Bogo, and then you got your staple lavender. This is amazing. This was a very well thought out trio, a lot of florals, very femme, right? To bring the feminine in to the cells, especially in the time now that just feels very masculine. They've been very well thought out. So I will tell you my favorite, well, I can't even say favorite because I love Rose and Beautiful, but the Beautiful blend I've been running out. It is not offered in the normal selection from doTERRA.
It never has been, right?
No, it never has been. It's been offered in the past for various special promotions, but the Beautiful blend is the captivating blend. And it's known as the blend of self-respect. So for a woman, this is such a key oil now to be tuning into our own self-respect of ourselves. And as we parent, to be honoring self-respect for ourselves, teaching self-respect to our children. I love this oil. I use it as a like a pure fume. So you can use it on your pulse points, as I did at the beginning. You can use it on your inner wrists, and that would be, oh, there's lime in it. It's like lime and frankincense. It's so delicious.
It really helps you to, it helps guide you back to self-love and self-acceptance.
Mm.
It's a beautiful oil for real, true confidence from the inside out.
And like returning to that, because that is our state, right? But it's remembering and returning to that beautiful, beautiful state. So for those of you guys who have this, enjoy it. It's such a treat. Every time I put it on, I feel instantly like I'm going into the divine feminine. I feel softer. I feel lighter. I feel more centered and aligned and connected and there. So
yeah, it really helps unfold the heart space.
Mm.
And
it's known as a heart tonic. A heart tonic.
It comes in the body spray as well, mixed with coconut oil. If you guys haven't heard of that product, I use that product daily.
Yes, let me show you. You talk about it. I'll go grab mine. Good one.
I do, and it's great for the kids too. I have a lot of mamas who buy the Beautiful body spray for the kiddos. It's very gentle and it's wonderful, especially for, young women and young boys to be moving into that space of self-care, self-love, self-respect. And the smell is amazing. And it's not a cream, so the kids tend to like it better.
Yeah, it's like a spray oil, so you spray it, and you can just coat your whole body, and it's the essential oil is the beautiful blend. So it's the only way that you can access the beautiful blend if you didn't get the roller at Bogo. And so I use this in place of moisturizer. Love.
Yeah, I use the roller as my perfume. So I just put it behind my ears, on my wrist points. I like to put it on my throat for courage.
Yeah, Kiko's asking what this is. It's a bit it's oil spray. It's unbelievable. And is it available in Canada or just the US? I forget. Do you know, sis? I forget.
I think it's available in Canada.
If anyone knows, yeah,
I always place a US order every month, so I don't know.
No, it is. It is available now in Canada. It is.
Okay.
Should we move on?
The other thing that I love to do with Beautiful is it's actually in my purse all the time, in my little oil case. It's one of my go-tos always, because I always like to tap into my divine feminine, especially when I'm making decisions and leading, whether it's my children or, you know, my business, my family, myself. I love this oil. If you just roll a little bit in your palms of your hands and then you just work it through your hair a little bit, the ends of your hair, you have a nice, beautiful diffusion happening all day. So
my kids rolled cheer in my bun at lunch today. Winslow grabbed the cheer and rolled it in my bun.
Amazing.
Love hair diffusers. Okay, sorry, keep going.
Lavender.
Here she is. From
so lavender is the
fields in Bulgaria.
The oil of communication and calm.
Yeah, sourced from Bulgaria. In the most protected fields, there aren't even roads. You can't even drive by. It's also processed there. If anyone has used, and I'm sure most people have had, like lavender underwear pillows or lavender scented whatever from the drugstore, once you smell the doTERRA lavender, your senses are blown away, because the quality of the lavender is so far superior to any other quality that we've been conditioned to believe is lavender. I was never a lavender lover, as Emily knows. I couldn't even I was like, no, thank you. And now I even put this in my diffuser yesterday. So I really do love and appreciate the pureness of this oil.
I pulled a tiny little passage from the emotions book for you guys that just,
let's hear it,
was speaking to me. Lavender is the oil of communication and calm. It helps us in releasing tension and constriction that stems from withheld expression.
I cry every time I hear this one. I'm just going to sit back.
She encourages emotional honesty and insists that one speak their innermost thoughts and desires. Through lavender's courageous spirit, one is free to share their true self with others. So there are so many ways that you can use lavender. I've written down a bunch because there's just so many. It's really awesome with a carrier oil for dry skin. I put it on my face with a carrier oil 2 to 3 nights a week because I love the calming effects of the lavender, calming down my nervous system, but it also has really improved the tone of my skin. So I used to have red dots, like just sort of like dry skin dots on my chin and around here. And I've noticed that I rarely have to put concealer on there anymore since I started using the lavender. It's wonderful for sunburns. So if you get a little bit toasted, put some coconut oil and lavender on, even for the kids. It's incredible. What I find it does, like my personal experience with that, is that it actually, when applied, it not only helps the recovery process to speed up, so the burn goes away more quickly, but it actually draws the heat out and up. It's pretty amazing. It's great for babies. Christine, you can talk to that. It's amazing for restlessness. I remember so specifically Evangeline sitting in her little high chair, and she would just be, restless and moving and going crazy and sometimes a little bit aggravated. And I would just take a little bit of lavender, put it on the bottoms of her feet, and it would just totally calm her down. It's awesome for teething. It's incredible in a bath. And the trick with the bath is to take, if you're going to add Epsom salts, which I highly recommend, you take the oil, put it into the Epsom salt, and then add the Epsom salt to the bath.
Yes. Yeah, I'll just share a few of my main uses with lavender. I find oftentimes when I recommend lavender to people, they're like, oh, really? Like, I wanted an obscure oil and you're recommending lavender, but it really does cover a really broad spectrum of results and is physically, emotionally, energetically, on children, on adults. It's been a very effective oil for myself and my family. So for the baby, it's in her bum spray. So we have a bum spray that I use. I don't use any other product. It's just the doTERRA fractionated coconut oil. It's frankincense, which we're going to talk about. It's Roman chamomile, which we already talked about, and it's lavender. That's all she's ever used on her bum and all over her body. Then I do a drop in her bath at night. So she does a sink bath where we are staying right now. And so we fill up the sink. I put 2 pumps of the doTERRA baby body wash. It comes in like a little purple container. You guys should check it out if you're moms. 2 pumps and 1 drop of the lavender oil right into the water for her. For my girls at night, diffusing, they're sharing a room right now. And what I will mix up, I'll always have lavender as the base with Easy Air if I feel like they want easier breathing, with On Guard for system support, with eucalyptus for wellness. So lavender will always be the base of 85% of the time of the base of the diffuser for my kids.
Yeah.
For myself, I also enjoy, I use lavender now in the diffuser because I've grown to love it so much. And I use it topically on my body as like in some unscented body lotion. You take a drop of lavender and you can just massage it into the skin. It's really beautiful. I also, the last way that I use it is before I speak. So before I go on something like this, or if I'm hosting a meeting or having an important conversation, I'll just take a drop and just rub my throat. I'll usually do a drop of spearmint, a drop of lavender, and just give a massage, because as Emily mentioned, and when she was reading from the book, it really helps to bring out the truth, what you're really trying to say, to be said and understood.
Yeah, it's also really good for kind of like rashy, anything that's sort of itchy,
Yes.
Dry, rashy. You know, the
Hence
kids
the
are always
skin.
kind of complaining about itchy, dry, rashy skin in various parts of their body.
Yeah.
And so, you know, Evangeline, she still wears a pull-up at night, and sometimes in the morning she'll be like, Mommy, my pee-pee hurts, or it's itchy, and we'll use lavender for that. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
It's really like the #1 home pharmacy oil, in my opinion.
Totally.
For a family.
Frankincense and lavender. Rochelle's saying she uses them on dryer balls. Yeah, it's lovely in dryer balls. Does everyone know what a dryer ball is? Let me just grab you one. Keep going, sis.
All right, what do we have left? Oh, Rose Touch. Oh my goodness. So Roy,
here's a dryer ball.
Oh,
before we get going. So this would replace what you may have traditionally put in your dryer, like Bounce. Very toxic. You can buy these, they're just wool, and you just drop 2 or 3 drops of oil onto the dryer ball, pop it in your dryer, or you get a spray bottle. You can kind of dilute it a little bit more and just spray it onto the ball, pop it in your dryer, and you're done.
Is it snowing where you are, sis?
No, it's sunny, but it looks like so weird, right? Can you guys believe we're 30 minutes apart and it's not snowing here? I'm sure it's coming. Okay. Joanna says she just used it in the tub for Flo when she had a splinter in her foot. Good one. Oh, nice one, Flo. Oh, and Joanna, you'll appreciate this. My girlfriend in Vancouver, Sarah, told me, she sent me a picture today of her dog. She'd been stepping on the beach, on the coral, and so she'd split her paws. Joanna, that's why I'm sharing it with you. And she'd massage lavender into the pad of her dog's feet and wrap them up with tea towels with an elastic. So her little dog had lavender paws, and she said the dog, her name's Brenda, loved the lavender.
And on the note of splinters, Gabrielle invented a great splinter remedy. She took she took the correct X with a drop of lavender and then put a Band-Aid on instead of trying to pick it out, and it just kind of worked its way out into the Band-Aid overnight.
Wow.
Gabrielle.
Gabrielle. Love that.
Okay, let's move on to Rose.
Yeah.
Rose Touch.
Rose Touch, friends.
She's the queen of oils.
You may have received this in your box, your Bogo box. If you did, and you've never used it, are you freaking out? Like, just send comments about Rose, because if you don't have this, you may be surfing the doTERRA site and like, $89. Do I want to spend $89 on this little thing? The answer is you do. It is so magnificent for a woman moving into your heart space. Rose is the oil of divine love. I put it on and I go straight to my Grandma Elsie's rose bush in their yard. I go straight into my own heart center. It was a roller that I still roll on my belly as I'm still healing postpartum. When I was pregnant, I'd put a big heart, like I draw a heart with the rose roller on my belly, which I still do. It's a beautiful.
So Rose holds a higher vibration than any oil on the planet. And correct me if I'm wrong, in that roller there are 7,000 rose petals?
No, more.
More.
Yeah,
more.
There's more.
More.
The vibration is measured in megahertz. So it's a scientific measurement showing the vibration of the energy of the plant. And so the reason why that's important is that translates into the results for us, because that energy is more powerful than any other plant. I believe, I can't remember exactly, I think it's 244,000 rose petals in a 5 ml of straight up rose. So that's the actual single petal. And then I think it's about 10,000 roses, but I'd have to double check that. But it's
emotionally, I've written this down for you guys. Rose supports us in reaching heavenward and connecting with divine love. She restores us to authenticity, wholeness, and purity. She touches us to open our hearts to receive divine love. So the number one way that I use this oil, it's on my bedside table, has been for years, this roller. I roll her up and down my spine before bed every single night. She is a beautiful boost to all systems of the body, specifically immunity. She's amazing. Nina Taylor taught me rose roller as lip balm. So nice. And then I'll do the kids, I'll use the rose roller on the kids when they get sick. It goes up and down their spine every day while they're sick.
I do the same with my kids, and with my baby, she's almost 6 months. Sidebar, she's almost 6 months, sis. Like tomorrow. Crazy. I will do rose on the bottom of her little toes. So she has her own rose roller. We actually just ran out, so I'm going to replenish it with the one from the Bogo. And I'll just do a tiny little swipe once a day on her feet, just for that, to give her that dose of divine love, support, of calming, system support. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
I love it too. I'll roll it all over my face as a skin serum. So I'll roll like this all over my face, because you guys always ask how I do it, so I'm showing you. But you don't go under your eyes or around your eyes, just like a normal serum. It's beautiful. Really good for skin tone. I tinker with all the oils for skin tone because that's a big thing for me. And rose is really beautiful for radiance.
Awesome. Okay. Should we move on?
Spearmint.
Okay, so I'll hold up this Bogo because it was also amazing. We were all freaking out over it. It's such simple oils, but there's ones that we just use all the time. So it was a buy one, get two. We're going to talk lemon, we're going to talk eucalyptus, and we're going to talk about spearmint. And aren't they so pretty together?
So
It was
spearmint is the
also
oil of confident speech.
mm,
Full stop. Really good in combination with lavender before you need to have a difficult conversation or before you're teaching or just in general day-to-day life. Who doesn't want to have powerful and confident speech? It really helps people who have trouble getting their words out the way that they sound in their mind. So it helps open up the channels of source and helps the fluidity come out when you're speaking, which is awesome. On a very basic level, I really love to put a drop of spearmint on my toothbrush before I put toothpaste on and give it a good brush. It adds a really nice spearmint flavor to my toothbrushing.
you can do your floss, your dental floss too. You just put a drop in your finger.
Floss, yeah, for sure.
True.
And Evangeline actually, because everybody's different, our constitutions are all different, and what works for us is all different. Evangeline really, really likes the spearmint for anything tummy related. So anytime she has a tummy ache, we reach for either Tamer, which is the kids roller, which has spearmint in it, or the spearmint oil. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really beautiful for anyone who is teaching, who is performing, is presenting. It's all about fluidity of speech, but it's also amazing for digestion.
Mm.
So good in the diffuser too with citrus oils.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Which one do you want to do next? Eucalyptus?
Yeah. Just lastly on spearmint too, for anyone who is nursing a baby, it's a really nice dose of your mint, because the only oil that I did stay away from when I was nursing was peppermint, and that's because it can help to relieve milk supply. So spearmint has been my go-to. I love having it in my diffuser. I love just smelling it because I'm really getting that mintiness, which I love. In combination too, I will say these 3 oils that they gave us for the Bogo is just a really awesome dose of spring and spring cleaning. So I immediately put 2 drops of each in the diffuser the day that they announced Bogo, because I was like, oh my gosh, what a combo. And it's like you've got the minty, the citrusy, and then you've got the eucalyptus, right? So the diffusing aroma was so beautiful and just kind of opened everything up with the eucalyptus and the lemon, and the spearmint made it just, you wanted to kind of stick your face in the diffuser. I think they're all really great for spring cleaning also. So I'm using lemon all the time. Lemon goes in our all-purpose cleaner. It goes in the sinks at night. Now I'm also doing a splash of spearmint in the sink at night with the lemon, just to change it up, right?
Nice.
Like spring in spring, as I'm watching the snow fall behind Emily's head. The eucalyptus, I love to use. The eucalyptus is the oil of wellness, the emotional spectrum. So I find myself really gravitating towards eucalyptus when I need a boost or when I'm not feeling great. So again, it goes beautiful in the diffuser with a citrus or with a mint or with both. Eucalyptus is lovely as a couple drops in the bottom of your shower to give it a really nice eucalyptusy kind of spa-like aroma. And I like diffusing it for my kids also. It's one of the ones I mentioned earlier. I'll mix in with lavender and eucalyptus, just to give them that dose of wellness is how I'm using eucalyptus. Do you have anything else to add there, or do you want me to move on to lemon?
Yeah, I mean, eucalyptus is the oil of wellness emotionally. And there's so many incredible stories about how this single oil helped people heal. I'm thinking specifically about one person who it changed her entire life. And I'm just going to read you a little bit from this book. The strong menthol-like aroma of eucalyptus demonstrates its powerful effect upon the physical and emotional bodies. And you can feel that even just thinking about it. As that aroma hits your body, it is so physically and emotionally present and charging.
Oh,
It supports the soul who is constantly facing immune compromising situations. The soul. So we often think of immune compromising as physical body. They're talking about the soul here. They may be well for a time only to return to attracting the common afflictions of the season. Eucalyptus teaches that individuals hold unresolved emotional pain in their heart center and specifically in their lungs. It invites individuals to respond to their apparent physical susceptibility by also addressing the underlying emotions behind their symptoms. It reveals patterns of thinking that continually create compromised health. Yeah.
Love it.
It teaches us how to claim wholeness and health.
I've been using it also as a lung oil. So a drop of coconut oil, a little bit in your hand, a drop of eucalyptus, and just rubbing the chest before I do a yoga practice or pranayama breathing, just having that eucalyptus to open up the airway. The last use is also wonderful. If you are stuffed up, get a silver bowl, like a stainless steel bowl, put into 1 or 2 drops max of eucalyptus, pour in boiling water and get a tea towel and put your head under and just breathe it in. Old school styles. It is like, it's very
the other
opening.
way that we use eucalyptus in the home, I actually never leave the home overnight without it in case one of my kids develops a cough because it works so well. So in my travel case of oils that I have pre-packed all the time to grab and go to make my life easier, once your oil collection starts to get really big, making the decision of what oils to bring gets really complicated. So I try to simplify it for myself. Maybe I'll do a video on that. So what I do for the kids if they have a cough, or for myself, is I take a little bit of coconut oil and I do 1 drop of eucalyptus for the kids, 1 drop of rosemary, 2 of each for myself. And I rub it all over my chest and my throat. And then I just put a little dab under my nose, and then I take my shirt and I tent it over my head like this, and I close it off and I breathe in 3 times. So you're making your own kind of like steam tent using the eucalyptus and the rosemary. And I find it suppresses a cough for about 2 to 3 hours, especially at nighttime, like when you can't stop coughing.
How did we not say this first?
I don't know.
This is our cough oil. Like any mother, like, hello, you understand what that means, like cough. Like, it's just, yeah, it's been.
I've started to add it to my kitchen, my surface spray. I love it, just to change things up.
Speaking of, let's go to lemon.
Okay.
So lemon is the oil of focus, which is very interesting. So it's a great one, moms, to be diffusing in your home offices, for kids when I'm putting this in Waverly's diffuser when she's got her school in the mornings. She loves it. So I also did a drop of lavender. So this morning I did 2 drops lemon, 1 drop lavender, lemon to calm, lemon to increase the focus. Lemon is also coming to us from, very interestingly, Italy, from the south of Italy, the lemons, and also from Brazil. So it's actually a proprietary blend of lemons from 2 different regions in the world coming together to give the therapeutic properties that doTERRA is looking for from lemon. The key component, the chemical compound, is known as limonene. Limonene is what gives us that mood boost, that boost of happiness you often feel when you're inhaling a citrus. And the lemon oil is very, very high in limonene.
And the limonene is also really important because it's very highly cleansing. So it's great for cleaning products and
cleansing, detoxing our own bodies.
So I have a bottle of lemon beside my sink. So I have my On Guard foaming hand soap and my Smart and Sassy and my lemon and my green mandarin. Those are the oils that I have beside my kitchen sink. So I'll take the lemon in the morning and I put 2 drops in the bottom of a glass. I put in room temperature water and I drink that, and I take my supplements.
So that would look like this, guys. You take your lemon, what she's talking about, and you just go, I'm just going to add it to my water right now.
I like to put it at the bottom and then fill it up too, so that it disperses, which is nice. And then the other use that I have for that lemon beside my kitchen sink is that when the dishes are done, I'll take like 5 or 6 drops all over the sink, and then I'll swish it around, and you get it's very cleansing for the sink, but also you get a really nice closing aroma for the kitchen at night.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
It's great.
My son likes to use lemon for focus, so he gravitates to the lemon even more so than the thinker roller in the kids collection. Gabrielle loves the thinker, Sutton loves the lemon. He'll put a drop in his hand and then inhale and put the rest on his temples, and he really enjoys that. That's a ritual for him.
Joanna, what do you mean in your question there? I'm just not clear. The lemon you can take internally, and it's the same lemon that you would put in your household cleaner. I also love to diffuse lemon at night to kind of get that food smell out of the kitchen. You know, if you've cooked like a curry, like we had a curry last night, or if you've cooked fish, you know how the fish will often get trapped in your house. The lemon kind of sucks it out. So put, 3, 4, 5 drops of lemon in at night and just leave it going overnight.
Yeah, lemon calms fears and insecurities while restoring confidence in the self. So again, if you think about that, it's also probably one of the reasons why my son loves it for school, particularly digital school.
Joanna, I'm just seeing your comment. There's only one kind of lemon. There's lemon, and that's it. There's also yellow mandarin, which isn't for sale, but was a part of the bonus BOGO day we're going to go over. But there's...
Joanne might be talking about NHP.
Oh, yeah.
Right? It's the same product, Joanne.
Yeah.
The NHP just stands for Natural Health Product. And some of the doTERRA oils in Canada have NHP beside them. Yeah.
Great.
Oh, yeah, there. Melissa's writing about it now. We had the same
Thanks,
thought.
Melissa. Karen and Brain.
Okay, what do we have next?
So
let's
move Balance and Serenity.
Yeah, great.
Okay, so this was the first day. Was it the first day? Yeah, it was the first day. Here they are.
That and the box.
And, right, the box. Balance and Serenity. So I would say to anyone who has not started with oils, these would be 2 blends that I would absolutely recommend if you're a woman and if you're a mother. They are 2 blends that Emily and I use all the time in the home. They're great for steadying, for stress, and for sleep. Steadying, stress, sleep. So, balance.
Side note,
you want to start?
Yes, Carmen, if you're still there, we will be posting this. Go have a great meeting.
Okay, Balance blend. Now, Emily and I are both going to want to talk about this because it is stunning. It is known as the grounding blend. So it's got a lot of tree oils in it. If you think about the properties, if you think of a tree, right, it's rooted in the earth, it's steady, it just kind of sways in the wind, it doesn't blow all over the place. So when I feel like I'm blowing all over the place or I'm frenetic, what I like to do is use the Balance blend to bring me back into center. Easiest way, and we both do it every single morning, is take a pump of fractionated coconut oil in your hand, 1-2 drops of Balance, rub the hands together, take a nice big inhale, and then massage the bottom of your feet. So the very first thing that we're both doing in the morning, no matter what, is getting those grounding oils in before the day starts, right? So it's...
Look at this. Can you see the stove?
Okay.
Sorry. Continue.
So Balance is so supportive of steadying. And as a mother and as a woman, for me to feel steady is probably one of the top desired states for me. Feeling love and feeling steady, that's it for me. And the Balance blend really helps me with that. Now,
and for those of you who are Balance obsessed, like who are already using Balance, stocked up, make your own Balance rollers, all the things, there is an LTO that's still available, a limited time offer from Christmas with the Balance roller, the Serenity roller, and the Eucalyptus roller. And all 3 of those rollers are like key oils to my daily oil lifestyle. So check those out.
It's available in the States and Canada, and it comes like this. And otherwise, you can't get these rollers. I pulled out the Balance first. The Balance comes as a roller, then the Serenity, which Emily's going to talk about, and then Helichrysum, which we're not going to really talk about today. I'll just say two things really quick. Number one, it's the oil of pain. Number two, it can be used as a liquid Band-Aid.
Melissa's saying that Balance was the oil that got her out of postpartum anxious feelings. Amazing. That was console for me. Yeah. So Balance oil, I love in the diffuser, mixed with Serenity, 2 drops of each in the kids' bedrooms at bedtime.
Love it.
It's really good for calming nervous energy in children, but also in ourselves. I use Balance. The first thing I do in the morning, like Christine says, I actually use my Balance roller on my wrist points and inhale deeply. I have my Balance roller, like my beautiful roller, always in my bag. I have one in my car as well, even though we're not really doing much driving right now. I used to do quite a bit of driving back and forth from school every day, and I call it my driving oil. So it really helps me release any angst around driving and helps the drive be smooth sailing. Yeah, it's my driving oil. I love it. It's a really wonderful oil for a yoga practice or any kind of mindfulness-based practice. Serenity is, I would say, a real big gun in my house. So Serenity goes in the kids' diffusers pretty much every night. I'll mix in, depending on where we're at emotionally, physically, I'll mix in On Guard with it. I'll mix in Balance with it. I'll mix in all different things. I actually love Breathe with it as well. And Serenity just really, really deeply calms down the central nervous system. I find in the diffuser, also I take the 2 Serenity capsules every night with 2 Copaiba capsules and 1 adaptive capsule every night before I go to bed. You can buy those in the US warehouse. But the Serenity helps me stay asleep. Not everybody's the same, but in my experience, when I'm using Serenity, it's helping keep me asleep. And the beautiful thing about the Serenity is that it doesn't make you groggy. It just helps calm down your nervous system. It's like a nervous system tonic to help your body help itself fall asleep instead of taking something that makes your body fall asleep. It helps your body help itself fall asleep.
Amen to that. Amen to
and
that.
You know, day over day, week over week, month over month, that oil is going to shift your sleep.
Yeah, and I saw somebody, Erin had asked, what's the difference between lavender and Serenity? So Serenity, the main component of Serenity is lavender, because lavender is so great for sleep. It also contains oils that are very supportive to grounding and sleeping, the main one being vetiver and cedarwood. They're 2 wood oils. Woods are really supportive of relax, calm, and sleep. And so they're blended in with the lavender. There's a few other great oils in there also. So the Serenity is just going to be it's going to be more effective for sleep specifically. So if somebody says to me, if I can only get 1 oil, I would say get lavender. But if their focus is really on sleep specifically, it's incredible. I use it also in my kids' diffusers. I kind of will either use lavender or Serenity as the base. And then like Emily and I will mix in whatever the kids kind of need also.
And again, it has Roman chamomile in it. So there's a trend here with Roman chamomile, you know, in these blends. It also has ylang ylang, which was the oil that I despised the smell of. I felt an absolute resistance to ylang ylang. And since I've started using it every single day, I've got it in my hormone roller. I've got it in my diffuser blend every night. I even have it in a face serum now. I love it now. And there's a real healing in that for me that Christine's laughing about right now. But we won't get into that. It has to do with childhood joy. She's laughing.
Me too.
Okay.
Me too.
It's fine. It's okay.
Just the other night, I was like, I was having a mom moment. I'm just going to digress. I was like, I am no fun. I'm no fun right now. I am so not fun right now. And I just inhaled the ylang ylang. I had like all the things. I had my period. I had postpartum and everything. So I was just sticking the ylang ylang in my face and breathing it in. And I just felt this lift. And I just went and had a dance party with my girls. We were dancing to Justin Bieber. It just, it shifts you into that childlike joy. It's amazing. Okay.
I'm loving this after party.
Yeah, this is so fun. I'm loving everyone's comments. Hi, Suzanne. Suzanne, you love Serenity, don't you? Well, you use the soft gels too. Okay.
Yeah, we talked about the ylang ylang, Kiko. We've talked about that together. Yeah. Okay, quickly, emotionals. Serenity is the oil of tranquility. I'm just going to read for a second. Close your eyes, digest.
Okay.
Serenity has a powerful effect on the mind and heart. It is a uniquely calming blend that invites individuals to relinquish feelings of stress, anxiousness, and being overwhelmed. Serenity can support those who struggle with an overactive mind and an inability to unwind. From feelings of responsibility to feelings of worry, Serenity assists in quieting the mind, releasing agitation, and inviting calm. When individuals over-identify with responsibilities or fears, they create emotional states that do not support proper rest, relaxation, and rejuvenation. Driven by constant pressures. Sorry, I just got an alert on my phone. I'm back.
Are we over an hour? I think we may have to go out and then back in. Was that what the alert was?
No, it was just an alert that my kid's supposed to be in class.
Oh. But we will get cut off after an hour. So hang on, sis. When we get cut off, everybody just jump back in and we'll continue. You can have a second live, but we will get cut.
I think we have about 8 or 10 minutes left still.
Great.
Driven by constant pressures and perceived burdens, individuals struggle to keep up with the demands of their lives. This blend powerfully addresses the underlying states that are often the cause of restlessness, stress, and imbalance. It helps us to first reconnect with ourselves and discover the peace that lies within, and then to reconnect with the humanity in others.
It's really beautiful.
It's an amazing oil. And if you are looking for sleep support, I know a couple people have commented here that it's really changed things for them. Check out the Serenity capsules. They're incredible.
Great. And if you wanted to make your own blend, we love Balance and Serenity together. Get yourself an empty roller. doTERRA sells them in a pack of 6. I think it's about $5 or $6. And for an adult, I would do 15 drops of each, 10 to 15 of each. For a child, I would do 5 of each for a total of 10. Fill the rest up with coconut oil, and it's the ultimate grounding, calming. It's beautiful. So
yeah, now that I'm thinking back to Toddlerville, I mean, I still have a toddler technically, but the first 2 specifically when they were toddlers together. Hey, Martina. Nice to see you. I always had a Balance and Serenity oil blend roller in my purse all the time. Yeah. And I would just roll it on the back of their necks at the toddler meltdown. That or Console. Or now Adaptive.
Yeah, the 2 in combination for toddler are really powerful. That vetiver draws that energy down, right? It's the oil of centering and descent. So that vetiver is just so good at calming and bringing everything down. So that's why it's a really effective oil and blend for kids, for toddlers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Moving on. Madavi.
We're almost done. Hi, Madavi. All the way from Berlin. We love you. Okay. The last day, and then will we do the bonus day? We'll do the bonus birthday day. Yeah, okay. Final one, frankincense touch and neroli touch. Take it away,
Hi,
sis.
Lise. You got here just in time for frankincense. Okay, so neroli is a beautiful, beautiful oil. I love it on my pulse points and the back of my neck.
It's a flower. First of all, it's a flower.
Yes. All right, we're back. I'm just going to add Christine. Okay, we're back.
Hey guys.
We're getting so good at this.
It is so, for those of you guys who've used jasmine, it has a similar feeling to jasmine in that same realm of like femininity, of softness, floral. It's really beautiful. It's the oil of partnership and sacred purpose.
I find it really stabilizing for me. So it takes the edge off when I'm feeling on edge. It takes the edge off for me. It helps me with calming a troubled heart. And
yeah, I use it for anxious feelings.
It's really supportive during relationship conflict of any kind. Very supportive. And it encourages active acceptance and supportive space for your partner.
That's really key.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I've started using it for that. I remember reading this a couple months ago and just thinking like, wow, that's such an intelligent like way of framing partnership. It also has such a seductive aroma. So when you wear it, I think there's that element of so it's a very subtle, soft seduction.
Mm-hmm. It's a bedroom oil for sure.
Yeah. I like to roll it on my forearm. So for women, a really beautiful application is inner wrist to inner elbow, and then outer wrist all the way up the forearm. And if you're practicing yoga or Pilates, it's really nice to then continue it all the way up when you don't have a top on, because when you're doing your downward dog and so on, you can smell the oils and get the benefits. So it's a nice little enhancement that I just started doing. But that's a beautiful way to apply, especially any of the real femme oils that we've been talking about, supporting our systems as women.
I have a little wood four holder. It's sort of a geometric shape, and I have in my jasmine, my neroli, my rose, and my magnolia.
Oh, I love that one you have by your bedside.
Yeah, the little geode.
It's so pretty.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get one of those.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, neroli's been a big one for me since this healing started. I don't know about you guys, but I find I can be a lot more on edge having my family home all the time, having us all together. And the neroli has really supported me a lot in staying more composed when I'm edgy. Yeah.
I'm so into neroli right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oof. It also is one of the mini rollers in the Mother's Day set. So if any of you guys saw, I'll just show you quickly.
Which is still available.
Yeah, it's like a great little trial set that you can buy in both markets. It's got 5 of our, I only have 4 in here. One of my kids must have my other one, but they love this for some reason. It's so funny. They're these little mini 4 mLs, and you get jasmine, rose, neroli, magnolia, and blue lotus. And blue lotus is the one that is not otherwise available. But if you were thinking, if you didn't get the Bogo and you don't have rose and neroli, it might be a really great way to try a couple of the florals or to gift them. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And they're really great too to have in your purse for perfume. It's beautiful because they're little tiny bottles, so they fit really nice in a clutch. Sometimes I find the bigger rollers take up a bit too much space in a smaller handbag, so they're really great for that. Not that we're doing that right now, but we will.
Was like,
but we will.
Why
we will.
haven't I'm like, why haven't I thought of putting it in my purse? And then I was like, oh, my purse. Huh. I haven't carried a purse in 2 months. Haven't gone anywhere. Oh, my word. Okay. Frankincense, people. Okay. Everyone who is oiling uses, knows, loves frankincense.
Oh, hang on. Neroli.
You have more to say.
On the face.
Oh, yeah. It's amazing.
So rolling, serum. So I use my neroli roller and my magnolia roller on my face. Not right now because I'm not doing it, but when I go to a class, like a workout class, I'll either shower after or splash water on my face, and I'll use the roller as my moisturizer after.
You really like the florals on your face.
I sure do. Results, girls, results.
Okay, speaking of face, let's talk about frankincense. So frankincense is known as the king of oils. It comes to us from, it's a tree that's grown in the Somali region in Africa. And frankincense is actually a resin from the bark of the tree that is then harvested. When in doubt is kind of the phrase, just use frankincense. If you don't know what oil to use for something, frankincense has the most healing properties of any oil that we've been talking about or that's out there. I would say both on a physical, emotional, energetic, and spiritual level. So physically, the main benefit of frankincense is all systems support. So unlike most oils, which may support 1 or 2 of the body systems, frankincense supports all 7 systems of the physical body. So it's going to be a great oil to be using now. My favorite application physically is up and down the spine. So I do it on my kids, do it on myself. Last night I got my 5-year-old to give me a protocol with 4 oils. Frankincense is the first one, up and down the spine. So cellularly, it's very effective. On a more cosmetic level, cellularly, it's great for the face. So from an anti-aging perspective, from a wrinkles, from a lines perspective, it's going to help to restore the skin and bring out our radiance.
It's really good for cell turnover.
It's really good for cell turnover. I use a drop every night in my moisturizer. So Emily changes it up a little bit more than me. I'm like frankincense and blue tansy are kind of my 2 favorites. Really love frankincense. I also
and black spruce.
Black spruce. For headaches, I will do a drop. I'll just turn the bottle upside down, press the frankincense to the roof of my mouth, hold it there for about 10 seconds. It's incredible for head tension. Then I'll roll some peppermint roller on my forehead and my temples and the back of my upper cervical and my upper spine. Those
this
are
morning
really...
I woke up and I had pain in my shoulders from my workout yesterday, from all the arm movements, sis, with Dave Matthews.
Karen too.
And so immediately what I go for when I have any kind of muscle pain is I take my deep blue rub, I take my frankincense roller, and I take my marjoram. So I'll roll my frankincense roller all over the area where the sore muscles are. And this is what I'm talking about, is specifically sore muscles. And so I'll do that with the frankincense. Then I will take a squirt of the deep blue, add a drop of marjoram, and then apply it on top.
Good reminder on the marjoram.
Marjoram.
The nice thing about the touch also is that you can just use it with such ease, and it's so convenient. You know, it's so nice that they gave it to us, the Bogo, as the touch roller, because I just love having it for just on the go support. You know, you can even just rub your chest when you're feeling, I use frankincense when I just feel like I need help. Frankincense and rose would kind of be my 2 go-tos for that moment. It's really a powerful oil. And there's a beautiful co-impact sourcing video on frankincense.
Amazing.
If you type in doTERRA co-impact sourcing frankincense. You'll be able to learn a lot about how doTERRA sources the oils ethically, sustainably, with love and so much compassion and giving back to the communities where they're grown. They also have a whole team of 8 people at the office in Utah who are designated only exclusively to the frankincense tree and the frankincense oil. doTERRA took a full 365 days off harvesting all of the frankincense trees from the growers that we support to give the trees a chance to rejuvenate, to have a breather, right, to regenerate. And it's a beautiful process, something that I feel, Emily and I both feel really proud of, the way that doTERRA chooses to source the plants globally. It's a really big deal. So if you want to dive into that a little bit deeper, as I mentioned, go check out the co-impact sourcing video. Emily, you can link it up afterwards also.
Yeah, I'll link it up to my bio, like the pink pepper. I'll link up both of those for you guys so you can get a really good feeling for those of you who haven't looked into the humanitarian aspect of this company. Those 2 videos would give you a really good idea of the full circle of healing that these oils are bringing to families and individuals worldwide, from those of us using the oil like ourselves, all the way to the people who are growing and caring for the plants and the trees and the families. So check those 2 videos out when you get a chance today. They're very moving and beautiful.
And our Healing Hands Foundation, which is doTERRA's foundation for giving back, every time you place an order, so for those of you guys who are placing orders with us or elsewhere, you have the option at the end to add $1 donation to the Healing Hands Foundation. And the Healing Hands Foundation generates millions of dollars annually. doTERRA also sponsors different global projects where they will match funds. So we recently all participated, our team, in one in Kenya for Girls on Fire, Girls in Leadership. So all that to say, going back to frankincense, the community where there were several growers of the had to travel through 3 to 4 days to receive any kind of medical care. There wasn't a clinic within a 3 or 4 day drive. So doTERRA, through the Healing Hands Foundation, has a hospital under construction, over $4 million project into building a clinic, a hospital for the region. It's all because of everyone's extra dollar donation when you're placing your order. So when you see that box, make sure you tick it off. It's $1 every time you place your order. Yeah.
I also love to, sorry, I just had to put my charger in. I also love the frankincense roller again on my face. So yeah. I just took the roller, I roll it all over my face, my neck, my décolleté, after a shower or, before bed. I really love these rollers as serums. They work so beautifully as face serums. And again, this one's all about cell regeneration. So it's really good for fine lines and wrinkles.
This is what, if you guys are like, what are they talking about? So a roller has a stainless steel top, and you would apply it right directly on, like this, and directly on the face. And they are pre-diluted. So unlike a 15 ml of lemon or of frankincense, this is pure essential oil. This is actually diluted in a carrier so that you can apply it directly onto the skin for convenience. Yeah. Yum, I love frankincense. It's a part of my daily protocol at the moment. Yeah. Okay. So we have 2 more places we can go. Want to cover the birthday BOGO?
Yeah.
You guys are you guys good? Do we need to have a little date break? So there were 2 more BOGOs launched. On the final day, it was a surprise to us. One in Canada, one in the US. So I'm going to share what they were. Oh, you want to keep going? Okay, we're getting some thumbs up. Was the thumbs up to keep going or to have a dance party? Okay. So in the US, the BOGO was purchase a lifelong vitality pack, which I'm going to show you, which is the series of vitamins. They come in this little packet like this. Receive a tea tree oil, a laurel leaf, and a, was it yellow mandarin?
Mm-hmm.
Am I right?
Yellow mandarin's in the one from Canada.
I just sent you the picture before this. It was tea tree. I forgot. Mine got all mixed up in the box, so I'm forgetting what it is. It's laurel leaf, tea tree. Can somebody just pop it in the chat?
Yellow mandarin.
Yeah, and it was yellow mandarin. Okay, good. I'm not crazy. So we're going to talk about that. And then the Canadian Bogo, the bonus was the Lumo diffuser. Such great packaging, right? I love this. I love gifting this diffuser because it's beautiful packaging, and it's also my favorite diffuser. Here's the Lumo. She's got the citrus bloom. I'll show you while we're here. The reason why I love the Lumo is because of the settings. So you'll see there's 2, 5, and 10-hour settings, and then there's light on or off, or there's an array of 8 different colors of lights. I love this. I think it's really chic. It's kind of Scandi with the wood and the clean lines. It's my favorite. So when there was a Bogo, I loaded up because I love having these in my house. I also love to gift them. So
and then she came with the yellow and red mandarin.
Yes. 4 citrus oils.
Because you got 4 free oils. Kumquat and clementine. So
oh, nice. 4. Nice. Good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Such good oils.
So they're all citrus, citrusy. And I'd actually never looked up the emotional properties of kumquat. Have you looked it up, sis?
Yes.
It's the oil of authentic presence. So I thought I'd just read this to you guys really quickly because I was like, oh, need that.
Yeah, and I'll read red mandarin because it's so good. Go
all
ahead.
Right. Kumquat. The oil of authentic presence. Kumquats are unique in the citrus family with the sweetest part of the fruit contained on the outside in the peel. The complexity of complementary flavors lies within. As such, kumquat oil addresses preoccupation with a cheerful external disposition that makes anxiousness, self-doubt, pain, and unease hidden within. Individuals in need of kumquat oil tend to judge and push down feelings deemed as unacceptable or unwanted. Often they have been taught to repress feelings in order to be accepted. These personalities appear happy, enthusiastic, popular, and seemingly at peace in the world, while their inner torment is meticulously guarded and hidden from view. Kumquat oil instructs that true happiness comes only through real, honest, and unstudied living. It reminds people that people are a complement of good and bad, sweet and sour. Individuals must embrace their multifaceted humanness and anchor their identity in the truth in order to live authentically. It invites us to shift our focus away from outward behaviors or pretenses which others may validate, and instead begin to quiet consistent and unseen journey to inner alignment, contentment, and healing.
So beautiful. Yeah. That really resonates. And how can we bring out our authentic presence and not hide, right? Not feel like to show up a certain way.
It has a real
bitter, right?
Well, not really. It's sort of a wild orange with a bit of bitterness.
Oh, Minx has it in her diffuser with pink pepper, geranium, and bergamot. Wow.
Minx, can you text me that?
Like immediate. Pop it in our group.
Right after.
Can you put it in oil love? Put it in oil love in our Facebook group. Same. I just can't even right now. Okay, I'm going to talk to you guys about, should we talk about red mandarin? So red mandarin.
One for the mamas.
Also beautiful. This is one that's only available through special offers. So Emily and I have had some in the past. I'm going to read it to you. Listen up. This is a really good one to be diffusing, especially right now with kids home 24/7, 365. Red mandarin is the oil of childlike perspective. Mandarin is one of the parent fruits of all modern citrus varieties and is to be considered one of the sweetest. As such, it offers a unique perspective. It invites individuals to see life through childlike eyes, appreciating the sweetness, wonder, and innocence in life. Children are not as easily set back or weighed down by the cares of life. They are quicker to move on and bounce back after encountering challenges. Red mandarin invites adults to embrace this healthier, more resilient way of existing. Red mandarin can be instrumental in supporting parenting. Oftentimes, listen to this, parents forget the magic and miracle of the lives they have created or accepted. The demands of day-to-day living, including the stress of providing for needs, addressing emotional upheavals, and sheer physical exhaustion, thank you for acknowledging that, book, can dim the joy, excitement, and purpose children can offer. Parents often find themselves feeling overwhelmed, underappreciated, and unable to meet the ever-present demands. This can lead to being discouraged, frustrated, angry, and filled with self-doubt. Red mandarin reassures that while parenting can be extremely challenging, it is also rewarding and refining. Refining.
I'm just laughing at Melissa's comment.
Bathing this right now, BRB.
She'll be right back. She's just going to take a bath in it.
I have nothing to add to that. Pop it in your diffuser. Mamas, use it when you need it. Admit that you need it. Need it. Right? This is real right now. We all need support, and these oils are an incredible tool that we have at our fingertips right now to be supporting us through life at the moment. Yeah.
So clementine, the last two, clementine and yellow mandarin, are very similar. So the yellow mandarin, I'm just smelling them for you guys. Clementine is pretty close to tangerine. It's a hybrid of mandarin and sweet orange. That's what clementine is. It's highly abundant in limonene, which has really high cleansing properties. So it's really good for your kitchen spray, like your surface spray. But I also really like to put it like a drop in my shampoo and a drop in my body wash.
Oh, good one.
Yeah, it's really nice.
I actually ran out of lemon for a week up here, and I was just using yellow mandarin anytime I would use lemon. So in my water, in my sink, in my kitchen spray, and I've been totally fell in love with it.
Yeah, it's all four of these oils are really nice with your spearmint from your Bogo in the diffuser, and they're also really nice with citrus oils. So for upliftment in our home, I've been doing like mega citrus diffuser blends. So I use all four of these, and then I'll add in grapefruit, white grapefruit, lemon, wild orange, clement, like tangerine. I'll just add in a ton and get like that huge citrus boost.
Same. Just so you guys know that citrus is the ultimate mood management enhancer. So if you need to have a mood shift in the home, personally or in the family, just pump the citrus oils. Citrus Bliss, wild orange, any of the ones that you received in the Bogo. I mean, obviously they all have very different, beautiful properties uniquely, but as a general remedy, citrus is very supportive for mood boosting, which is what Emily's getting at. I am pretty much exclusively during the day diffusing citrus.
The other awesome things about yellow mandarin, basically it's cold pressed partway through the growth, like in the semi-ripe stage, the peel. That's what it is. Again, a positive aroma, major cleansing properties, great added to water. Really nice for a massage with fractionated coconut oil. Even just a nice shoulder massage. You can get your kids to give you a massage. You can give them a massage when there's some emotional upliftment needed. And also back to skincare. Yellow mandarin is really nice, a drop in your cleanser. So if you're using the Virage cleanser or whatever natural cleanser you're using, it's really nice. It has a nice astringent property to it, and it's really good for even skin tone and cleansing properties because of the limonene. Yeah.
Great. So we did the diffuser. We talked about the lumo. And if you guys didn't get the lumo for the Bogo to get these citrus oils, when you purchase the lumo on its own, you also receive a Serenity oil free. So if you're like, oh, damn, I wish I got the lumo, it comes now with a free Serenity oil. So we talked a lot about Serenity. Or if you feel like you'd like to get multiples in the home, you're loving your diffuser, you want to get one for your kids, you want to get one for your office, you want to get one for your kitchen, it comes with a free Serenity, which is so nice. So we covered off the Canadian birthday Bogo. Now the final one is the US birthday Bogo that was launched on the Saturday. That was the Lifelong Vitality supplements we're going to talk about, the tea tree, yellow mandarin, and laurel leaf. Okay. Here she is. So this is a box that contains a 30-day supply of the Alpha CRS, the EO Mega, and the Microplex VMZ. And I'm just going to briefly talk about them. Emily and I can both share a little bit of our experience taking these supplements. So what's great about this little pack, again, it's 30 days. You take this little pack twice a day. Really convenient if you're going anywhere. Not necessarily convenient or necessary right now. But what it is you have 2 capsules of the EO Mega, which is the fish oil. So this is for brain health. There is also a vegan option if you are vegan. This is the essential fatty acids, right? Then in the second pouch, you've got your VMZ, which is the vitamins and minerals, the 2 white caps. So that's your daily vitamins and minerals. A lot of the supplements that we're taking, or sorry, a lot of the food that we're eating now, the nutrients aren't bioavailable. We're not actually receiving a lot of the benefits. It's purely a farming thing. It's a pesticide thing. It's a quality of crop thing. So the supplements, whether you're eating a healthy diet or not, are going to really amp up your nutrition. Also, secondly, there's 2 in here that's known as Alpha CRX. That is the energy complex. So it's really helping shift the energy in the mitochondria. So it's like the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. So this supplement is helping to bring energy. It also has a lot of other really great properties. So this would be a great daily supplement. So if you are taking the LLV, pop it in here. Okay, we've got a LLV changed my life. I went off it. Emily said to me, I wasn't doing great. And she looked at me and she's like, did you go off the LLV? I was like, yeah, how'd you know? She's like, yeah, go back on. It's a staple in my family. My husband, my sister, her husband, we're all on the LLV. And the fact that it was part of a Bogo was pretty awesome because you know,
what I love
those of us who take it got it, right?
Yeah, Jeff does not take supplements if he has to open the bottles. Like, it's just not a thing for him. Even if I have like a little supplement container, all he has to do is open it and pull them out. The key. That's the savior.
Yeah, Hutch has a box
that in his pocket as his daily
at
ritual.
his office. Yeah, he keeps the box at his office. He just says it's easier for me to take them like that. And interestingly, when they're sold in the bottles, this actually uses much less plastic. So you're saving a lot of plastic. Some people are like, oh, but there's more waste. So there actually isn't. The 3 bottles that it would come in normally is more waste.
Good to know. So basically, these supplements have changed my life. They are the baseline of my health. They are the foundation for my good health that everything else builds upon after that. I am not surprised that they're the #1 selling product by doTERRA. We're an essential oil company and I guess we're a humanitarian company first. Essential oils is what we're known for. LLV, Lifelong Vitality, is our #1 selling product. And there is a reason for that. And there's a really great video with Dr. Josh Axe on these supplements that I'm going to link up to my bio as well after this call, so you guys can dig into it a little bit if you haven't taken the LLV and you're interested. And it will get more deep into each of the 3 supplements that come in the LLV and why they're so important to be taking.
I think
Melissa's
also
saying
that
her mom brain is way reduced and her energy is way up. She was suffering with exhaustion, and she saw NDs and MDs, and the lifelong vitality did it for her.
It's a very foundational, stabilizing supplement. So if you think of like a garden, you think about the soil. If you have really nutrient rich, dense soil, your fruit and vegetables or flowers are going to bloom beautifully. If you have like old nutrient dead soil, they're not going to grow very well. So what this supplement does for our bodies is it helps to really nurture and churn and keep that soil being super fertile in our body so that we can have vibrant health from that soil, right? So the oils are going to be working in a healthier base. The food we eat is going to be working with a healthier baseline. So if you think of it as daily foundational support, that's how you can think about how it would work for you and your body.
Yeah.
Oh, right, a 30-day guarantee too, which is so funny. It sounds so 80s, a 30-day money-back guarantee, but there is. If you don't like them, you just send them back after 30 days and you'll get a refund, which is pretty incredible. Yeah, send them back if you don't like them. Okay. The 3 free oils that it came with were tea tree, yellow mandarin, and laurel leaf. Yellow mandarin we covered. Tea tree, where's our tea tree? Tea tree is just, I mean,
Hi,
who doesn't?
Caitlin.
Tea tree. Hi, Caitlin. Hey, girlfriend. You want to talk about tea tree, sis?
Yeah, I'd love to.
This one says melaleuca.
Tea tree is another, what's that?
This one says melaleuca. It's the same plant.
So tea tree / melaleuca is a household staple for us. You've heard me refer to the home pharmacy quite a few times. My natural home solution pharmacy includes tea tree and melaleuca. My number one use for tea tree, in combination with lavender, which was also on the Bogo, is I take a drop of lavender and I take a drop of tea tree and I rub it on my ankles and any points like the backs of my knees as bug spray. I also love the tea tree in the owie spray that we have in the fridge for the kids. And I use tea tree as spot treatment.
That's my number one. That's my number one. Just
straight up. So you just take the bottle and you put it like that, and then you just press. And I've been using tea tree a lot, / melaleuca, in my my bathroom surface spray. I use lemon and tea tree. And also in my glass and window cleaner.
I haven't tried that.
It's quite nice.
Yeah, so my top uses are spot treatment, like Emily said, bathroom spray. So I often get asked, you know, what's the difference between your kitchen spray and your bathroom spray? The two bases are the same. So we're both using the On Guard Cleaner Concentrate, 2 tablespoons in a 16 ml spray bottle. We're happy to talk to you more about this. We're actually launching a program on green cleaning in June, so stay tuned. But we'll tell you a few little secrets now since you guys are on. The bathroom cleaner, you just add 10 drops of tea tree to it because it's very antiseptic, antibacterial, antimicrobial. So it's going to really help with bathroom gunk. So I use it for that. And I also use it for its emotional properties, which I know Emily does too. It is the oil of, for it, energetic boundaries. So when you need to create some sacred space for yourself and you need to have just a nice boundary, take your tea tree, put a few drops, where's my tea tree? Put a few drops on your palm, rub it, and just swipe it across your chest like you're swiping a shield. So you're creating like an energetic shield to just protect you and contain your energy so that when somebody goes to plug into you, they're just met with a little bit of a bit of a boundary, right? So you can't your energy is contained and protected. So I'll use tea tree when I'm going out into a public place, obviously not as relevant at the moment, but you know, parties, conferences, when I speak, anything like that. I even use it in the home sometimes, you know, when you just need some protection because you're just getting mauled as a parent. It will really, really support me. So those are my key uses for tea tree. It's also just great for all ouchy cuts, scrapes, bruises, all the kid and adult things. You can just dab a little bit on and you'll feel the sting. It's grown in down under in Australia.
Yeah, I also will boost that process with On Guard. So I'll put the tea tree with the On Guard across my chest because On Guard is the protective blend, which is beautiful.
Rochelle said she doesn't like the smell, so that would definitely keep her away from someone.
My kids actually swipe tea tree and On Guard across their chest before they go to school every day. And they put, they have a tea tree roller and they just roll. So they roll the tea tree roller, they roll the On Guard roller, and you can make your own rollers with these oils from the Bogo. DoTERRA sells rollers in packs of 6, and you can buy rollers from other places, but the rollers from other places tend to leak, or actually do leak, and aren't as good quality, don't last as long. The ones from doTERRA are amazing, and you can make your own rollers. So it's a great opportunity for you guys to use those oils in a different way. So my kids will take the melaleuca and put it on the roof of their head. On the top of the roof of their head, the top of their head. Going crazy.
I like that. We've been talking for a long time.
The roof of my body.
This is what the empty rollers look like. They come in a pack of 6. And then you could just add a pack of stickers, a sheet of stickers. I made my own little forgive roller, so you could make your own whatever, DIY. And then you'd need some of the fractionated coconut oil. Let me just show you for those of you guys who are newer. This is what the coconut oil looks like. You can also buy, it's just like liquefied. It doesn't smell as coconutty. It's not as greasy as regular coconut oil. You can buy a pump top too. So when you add this to your cart, add pump top, and I don't know, it's $1 or $2, and then you can just pump it into your roller.
Oh, Devin, that's a huge win. Devin's saying that tea tree on a Q-tip and dotted on skin got rid of molluscum skin disorder on her little guy. That's amazing. And Rochelle, to answer your question, no, the rollers are not always on LRP, just happen to be right now. I think people are making a lot of rollers right now.
Moms are at home making rollers.
I'm just going to read a little bit about tea tree, the oil of energetic boundaries. It's a cleanser by nature. Melaleuca, also known as tea tree, clears negative energetic baggage. These toxic relationships may be with people, microorganisms in the physical body, or spiritual beings. Individuals may feel drained of life force and energy, but they may not be consciously aware of the source of the energy leakage. Melaleuca helps break negative ties in these kinds of relationships so that new healthy connections may be formed to honor one's personal space and boundaries. A good one to read if you guys have this book. It talks about vampiric energy, talks about toxic debris. It's quite powerful. Yeah. Yes, you can put it in the diffuser for sure.
And Joanne, I think you might have been asking about the juniper berry. We can take a couple questions, maybe 2 or 3 questions. Joanna asked about nightmares for her daughter, Flo. Yes, juniper berry is amazing. I like to do, again, lavender as the base. 2 lavender, 2 juniper berry. I'll also even put a little bit of the juniper berry in my palm with some lavender, a bit of coconut oil, and massage feet before bedtime. We've had great success, even just since the isolation, with the juniper berry for nightmares. Topical and aromatic with the diffuser. Yeah. That concludes
Our
these
Bogo party.
7 Bogos and our Bogo after party. How fun. Oh my gosh.
It's like taking shots of On Guard and Smart and Sassy are the new shots, and this is the new after party. All right, we love you guys. Check out my link in bio in about 15 minutes and going forward for the pink pepper and frankincense sourcing videos and the Dr. Axe on lifelong vitality. My absolute favorite thing ever, lifelong vitality.
Awesome.
Also adaptive.
We could do it.
Love you guys. Thank you.
Just on adaptive. Okay. Love you all. Oh, it's so nice to see all your comments.
Yes, Devin, citronella is amazing too. For bug spray. Absolutely.
Yeah, let's do it again soon. I agree. I'm in. Bye, guys.
Bye,
Lots
everyone.
Thanks
Love
for
you.
hosting that.
Thanks for coming
Bye.
to our party.
Go build a snowman.
I'm going to go build a snowman right now. Bye, guys.